What's going on, everyone? We're back at Verdin by Taylor Morrison, located here in North Phoenix, and we're actually in front of the Azalea floor plan, part of the Discovery Collection. Now, this is a two-story house. It is very, very interesting, and you'll see why once I do the tour. But this is sitting at 3,200 square feet, 4 to 5 bedrooms, 3 to 4 bath, with a 3-car tandem garage, starting at $816,000. Yeah, you guys heard that right. Now, this floor plan is very, very interesting. It's going to be for a very unique family that can find a lot of value in this one. But before I show you the tour, I wanted to tell you a little bit more of what it's like to live in Verdin by Taylor Morrison and what it's like to live up here in North Phoenix in this area. Okay, so before we get onto the tour, I want to tell you some facts about Verdin at Taylor Morrison. That is starting off with the fact that they have 5 different collections. They have only 10 models right now, but look, they have over 20 plus floor plans. Honestly, it's a lot and it can be very, very overwhelming. But the good thing is that they have plenty of options, starting at the low 700,000s and going up to $2 million. So no matter where you are in that price point, you're gonna find something that you like, I promise. There's also gonna be a lot of stuff in here that you might not like as well. Now, right now they are on phase 1, phase 2, depending on the collections. They're all moving at a very different pace, are going to be taking their quick move-ins here in the next couple of months. And that's gonna be as close as August, September, October. They're already gonna be moving people in here, and they're gonna have their first closings here at the end of summer. Now, they're gonna have over 1,200 homes here when this is all built out, but this is a multi-year project. So don't worry, there's gonna be plenty of opportunity to buy inside of this community. Now, there is a $250 HOA fee, and that includes a community center that is absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna overlay some pictures and some videos so you guys can see what they have here. They have plenty of parks. They have dog parks. They have big ones, small ones. They have a community pool. They have a lap center pool. They have a yoga studio. They have a fitness center. And best of all, they have a ton of pickleball courts. Typically, the build time right now is 6 to 8 months, and some of the incentives that they're running, they're very different from collection to collection, and honestly, they vary a lot. So what I would do is I would contact me if you're interested in a specific floor plan or a specific collection so I can let you know the incentives that they have. But right now, they're doing up to 6% in closing costs and up to $15,000 in options or upgrades. So that's a very basic overview of what's happening at Verdin. Now, I do have a special rebate program for those of you that stay to the end. So make sure that you watch this video to the end because I have a special incentive for you after the tour. Now, to tell you a little bit more about what's happening in North Phoenix area, specifically where we're at. So we're located right on the Sonoran Desert Preserve. And something to note is that there's a lot of state trust land, and they're not gonna sell any more of the land here. A lot of that land has already been developed. Verdin, they kind of got the last little bit that's there. So what does that mean? That means that it's good for home appreciation long-term because the land around you, first off, they're not gonna be another 1,200 homes being built here. But at the same time, if you wanna live here, you're gonna have to pay a premium. Now, specifically where we're at, I will say it's in person is where you can really see it. I'll try to do some justice with the drone footage, but you are sitting on top of the mountain. And anywhere you look here, it is true 360 mountain views. And not only at night, there's a light up from the city, which is far miles from here. And you can see Happy Valley, you can see True North, you can see any which way direction you look, there is just views up here. I really like it. It's nice and cool, it's fresh, and it is also very peaceful and quiet. So one thing to note is that we are located in between the Loop 303 and Tatum Range. So you're gonna get the best of both worlds. That means that appreciation is gonna happen no matter what. You're 15 minutes one way, 15 minutes the other way. Now, by the Loop 303, you know what there is? There is a new TSMC project, which is over $200 billion investment that is coming right here. That's only a 10-minute drive from you. So again, what is that gonna do? It's gonna continue to drive up home appreciation and home value. If you like hiking, if you like biking, if you like trails, if you like the lake, if you like going up to Sedona, to Flagstaff, this is really good location because look, you're still not that far away from the city. You still are in Phoenix, but you are shorter drive to the things that you might possibly enjoy outdoors. So with that being said, that wraps everything about what it's like to live at Verdin, what it's like to live up here in North Phoenix, and let's get to the tour. Okay, now we are inside of the Azalea floor plan. So first thing I'm gonna point out is when we come in, we're greeted by this. So yeah, feel how you feel about it. That's their first greeting. Now, next thing is we have our formal dining room right here. Really, really tall, high ceilings. As you can see there, second story. And then there it is. And then on this side, let's go to bedroom number 1 and bathroom number 1. So here's our bathroom. pretty straightforward, pretty basic. There you go. And we have room number 1. Again, pretty basic size, nothing crazy, very normal size closet, nothing big about it. Then come here, okay. And now this is a, can be optional to add as another room. Right now they have it as a nice office area. So it's pretty big size. Pretty big size. So take a look at that. That is, I like the privacy tucked away here. Definitely for kind of dad works at home, mom works at home, or I really like how they have, maybe if you have 3 or 4 kids and they want to come in here and get homework done, it's a great area for that. This is a unique storage. Looks super nice the way they have it set up. Let's continue with the tour. So now over here, what we have is pretty open. We have here your dining room number 2. We have living room over here. We have kitchen over here. And we have massive island. I like the size of the island. So let's start by kind of walking this way a little bit. I like the daylight, very bright daylight. I wouldn't really consider this an open floor plan, but this part of the house is definitely pretty nice. Then over here, so there we go. Over here, bam, have that. And then kitchen right here, perfect. Now I love the finishes right here. This backsplash is nice. Got our stove. And then decent sized pantry. So, man. And we washing dishes here. Kind of looking at the outside. We'll go outside later, but pool outside. And yeah, now let's go upstairs and see the rest of this house. So, as we make it this way, we'll come up the stairs. Nice little light, nice little touch. And the first thing that we will be greeted by is this nice loft area. So look at that. So bam. Cool. Take a look at over here. Bam. So take a look. We have our laundry right here. Decent space. Nothing too big, nothing too small. We're gonna have our other bathroom right here. It's decent size. Got not too big, not too small. I have dual sinks. Check those out. And then we're gonna have our other room right here. So this would be room number 2 or 3. Again, normal size closet. Not super in love with it, but there it is. And then, here we are. Same thing, other room. Now let's head on over to the master, which has some sort of separation, right? So, bam, there's your master. So, boom, pretty decent size. So, definitely bigger than the Poppy. Take a look. Definitely mom and dad have a lot of privacy over here. What's going on, everyone? Toilet, private toilet. Wife's maybe gonna like that one. And then we have nice tub right here. So kind of right in the middle. Some people dig it, some people don't. You have dual vanities, so this is nice. Nice separation. Then you kind of have this like empty space here. Kind of do whatever you want. Come into the shower. Pretty big shower. So some people may like it, some people may not. Oh, sorry, there was a step. Some people may like the design of the privacy right here, as you can see, but yeah, that's kind of what we've got. And then closet, massive closet, massive closet. So this is a real his and hers right here. Boom. I mean, oh crap, hit my head. And look, yep. So this is what we have for the Azalea. We'll walk on back down, and I'll chit chat with you guys a little bit while you guys see this back down while we make it to the outside backyard. Real quick, it's your entrance, just so you guys see. And now this floor plan, it's not bad, it's not the best. I feel like it's very specific for somebody. I do like the unique separation that they have. Maybe that 1 or 2 rooms downstairs. I could see where a lot of people use that flex for something else. But essentially, I mean, it's up to you to kind of figure out if you guys like this one. I personally like the Poppy a little bit more than this one, but I think that for the perfect family, for the perfect fit, they can find a lot of value in this floor plan. So let's head on outside and see what we're working with here. I've gotten a nice little pool, super simple, nothing too big, nothing too small. I've seen smaller. And this is our outside right here. Again, obviously the best thing, you know, got mountain views everywhere. We love that. And yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for this tour. There's your 2-story. There's your massive master bathroom master over there. And yeah, that wraps it up for this portion of the tour. Thanks so much for taking the tour. That concludes the tour. Look, there is 10 different models available. So if you watch one of them, be sure to go below because there's a playlist where you can watch all 10 and kind of see which one is the best fit for you. Now, I said that at the end, I did have a special rebate program if you stayed, and that is Derek's rebate program, where you can save up to $10,000 when you use me as your buyer's agent, and that comes to you as a rebate at closing. But if you have a home to sell, I haven't forgotten about you. Ask me about my contingency plan because I can list your home for 1% and you can use the rest of the proceeds to maybe get into a home like this one. So if that's something that interests you, go ahead, click the link below, fill out the form. There's a website that has all of the information that you need, and I will get in contact with you. All of my contact information is below. Don't hesitate to email me, call me, text me. It doesn't matter. I promise I don't bite. Now, with that being said, I am Derek Perez, your local Phoenix Realtor, here for all your real estate needs.